Night of the Living podcast is always ad-free for patrons at patreon.com/NOTLP.
You're listening to Night of the Living podcast, but you probably know that. We talk about horror, sci-fi, and dark fantasy films, and we're three.
What if they didn't know that? They're like, "What?
Surprise, bitch!"
You fools! I'm Freddy. That's Amy.
Hi.
Andy is here.
Hello.
And we're talking about, we had this month The Eyes Have It, which were movies that start with the word I titles, and this was our mailing list pick that Paul, good friend of the show, great friend of the show,
great
Paul
artist,
Gauthier, very talented artist, picked a movie that called I Don't Feel at Home in This World Anymore. And it's one of those ones that snuck by me when it was newer.
I literally never heard of this until Paul recommended it.
Oh, yeah. I'm really interested in how this conversation is going to go.
Yeah.
And yeah, Amy, there's some other new stuff going on in our world, right?
Yep. I got this new eye cream. And I'm wondering when it's going to start reducing the bags under my eyes. That's the new thing in our world.
It's the newest thing in your world.
Well, we need like weekly updates.
I will give you them if you really mean that.
Yeah, take a picture of you every night after you use it.
I should.
And then we'll track the progress.
That's an interesting idea.
I should.
Then you'll know if it does anything.
Yeah, that's a good point. I should do that. No, there are real things that we should talk about that are exciting and new in our world. We were just on our friend Emily's podcast, Feminine Critique, where she was doing these little stocking stuffer episodes leading up to Christmas, where we were doing like your basic Christmas romance movie, where we were talking about one, people were talking about them and talking about all the tropes and all the whatchamahasms of all the Hallmark and or Lifetime movies that you get around the Christmas holidays. But we had a blast talking with her about A Christmas Romance starring Olivia Newton-John.
And that other guy, Gregory
Harrison.
Harrison, thank you.
You put some respect on his name.
Andy.
That was Andy's first crush. Not
my first crush, but one of them.
An early crush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I collect them like Pokemon.
Olivia Newton-John.
So if you want to hear what it's our take on the Olivia Newton-John Gregory Harrison vehicle, A Christmas Romance, which, shocker, is about a Christmas time romance.
It's not terrible. A lot of people would probably think that from the concept title, the fact that it stars Olivia Newton-John, like it sounds like it might be like a gimmicky bad kind of movie, but I was surprised how good it was.
You didn't hate it?
I didn't hate it. It was pretty cozy. It's fun to watch.
It's good for
good as a stretch, though.
I mean, it's not for what it is.
What it is.
It's one of the better of what it is.
Yeah. Yes. It's very, as a movie, it's just very there.
Yeah. But we get into the nitty gritty on Feminine Critique with Emily. Thanks for having us again.
Yeah. We love her.
Yeah. That's just wherever you can find podcasts. Just search Feminine Critique. And you can follow the links on our socials too.
There we go.
Ta-da! Also, fun little fact. I don't know if you know this. I mean, I know we know this, but I don't know if the listener knows that we're about to celebrate our 20th anniversary next year in April. So we're starting to think about ways we want to honor our time on this earth as a podcast.
And we wait until the last minute. It's 4 months away. And I didn't think of it until our friend Ben reached out and was like, if you're doing anything for the 20th, please let me know.
Knowing how lazy we can be, I don't know what we're going to do.
We're figuring it out.
We'll celebrate our 20th in like September or something.
Andy had a good idea. Which
more to come on that.
We'll
leave that as a surprise.
Develop it.
But we are honoring our 20th with some new art that you can see at our Patreon, patreon.com/NOTLP. We just had some new art done by our very good friend and amazing artist, Scarecrow Oven.
Yeah.
He
did such a good job.
So proud for people to see this stuff. It's so cool. And it'll be available on Patreon merch. So if you want
it's
to,
available now. So if you're a patron, we have that loyalty program, and the patreon.com/NOTLP. We have 3 basic tiers. We don't talk about that a lot, but we have our mammons who are $5 a month currently. That's how that's structured. And you just get all the extra stuff that we make content wise. So all the NOTLP.com presents shows like Zoned Out Without Ads and Topicana.
and
Origins, which is our older episodes from with new commentary. But if you want to get the merch that Scarecrow designed for us, that is only on the Leviathan, which is the middle grade, or the Beelzebub, which is the producers whose names we read at the end of the show. But the stuff looks great. He did an awesome job.
I'm so proud to have it representing us.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scarecrow Ovens, he's legit. He's the bee's knees. If you're not familiar with his work, shame on you.
Shame. You are familiar. You just don't realize it.
Yeah, you probably have seen it.
Is there a way I can get the T-shirt without donating money each month?
You can get it, Andy. You can just buy one.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I'm looking into that myself because I really want one too. That's the funny. A lot of people don't realize how Patreon works. Is that they manufacture and ship all this stuff based
We've
upon.
We've chosen to have them do that.
Yeah, and it's based upon certain, cues within your membership cycle and all that. Yeah. So every 3 months, you'll approximately after you join, you'll start seeing things in the mail.
Yeah.
A mug.
So that's our little thing. But I want everybody, even if you're not going to sign up or whatever, just go to patreon.com/NOTLP and look at the new art that's displayed up there.
Yo.
It's exciting. Oh, yeah. Christmas just happened. Did we all have nice Christmases?
We were together, Amy. Do you remember?
Can you remind me?
My niece, thank God.
What if Freddy said we had a great Christmas and Amy was like, it sucked?
It sucked. I didn't get all the diamonds I wanted.
Andy, I can hear you when you do that.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. It was just distracting me. I couldn't put
It was like a click track.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank God for my niece who hosts the big holidays now. Makes it where we can
do it.
Yeah.
We don't have to do it.
There's that. That part of it's great.
Yeah.
But also you get a mix. You get to go and hang and mix and mingle with the in-laws from her other side of the family and everything.
Yeah.
It's a wild bunch, man.
There might be guns.
You never know what you're getting into.
There are definitely guns.
It's a good time.
It's an interesting time. How about you, Andy? Did you have a good Christmas?
It's Christmas. Nothing out of the ordinary.
And
I got nothing else to say about that.
You make Christmas for your family though too.
I'm like Forrest Gump.
Yeah. Andy's selling himself short. Andy brought us food, not only from his Thanksgiving feast that he made for his family.
He brings us leftovers.
But he brought us food from Christmas too.
For every holiday. Except for 4th of July. Where are my leftover hot dogs?
Yeah. It'd be funny if it was like Thanksgiving leftovers I just froze. Like, hey, Merry Christmas.
They're from last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious.
They sure tasted good, so I doubt that was true. Could be.
Oh, well, thank you for the compliments. I try.
Thank you for the food.
Thank you for being you.
Yeah. And we hope you had a great holiday too, listeners.
But
however you celebrate.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
You just stared off into space.
Do you want to get into the movie? I mean,
yeah, let's get into
I feel like we're getting sleepy now or something. Turn out lights, it's the main attraction. This week's main attraction is Paul's pick. I don't feel at home in this world anymore. I can't remember when this came out, but
not that long ago.
I forgot to write it down.
I think it was 2017 when I looked it up.
So
God, a lot longer than I thought.
Longer than you think.
Damn pandemic messed everything up time-wise. So
Macon Blair wrote and directed this. His first feature directorial debut there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty impressed. So Macon Blair, he was kind of the Jeremy Saulnier. He's in that I don't know what you would call it. His contemporaries, yeah. Right. And they made
Jeremy. Who's that? Jeremy who?
Saulnier. He directed Blue Ruin and Green Room, and most notably, the thing that kicked everything off was Murder Party. And that's a movie that was screened at Horror Hound Weekend as part of their festival way back in the day. I can't even remember what year that was when that came out. But people were raving about Murder Party, and people also showed up like dressed cosplaying the guy from that. And if you've never seen Murder Party, definitely check it out. But that's kind of the beginning of this particular group of artists who now, one of them, Macon Blair, who was an actor in that, is the head of a number of projects. And he did the Toxic Avenger, the new one that just came out. But also he has a new movie coming out on the 23rd of January called The Shitheads that looks pretty good too. Another comedy.
There's a title.
Yeah.
It's pronounced Shithade.
The Shithades.
The Shithades.
Cinematography. The only reason I'm bringing this guy up is because it's Larkin Seipel, who the dude is big time, who did the photography on this movie. He did Everything Everywhere All at Once. Weapons most recently. He did Spider-Man Far From Home. So the movie looks gorgeous. And the music I thought was neat. That's a family affair. They're Macon Blair's brothers, Brooke and Will, who do the music. And they've been doing that with that group since Murder Party. They did the music for Murder Party.
Huh. And
they keep going. Their careers have exploded too. They have great careers. There's 48 people in this movie, but there's really only a few key players. Ruth, who's a nursing assistant who was recently burgled. Melanie Linsky. I think everybody who listens to this knows who she is.
Yep.
Started in Heavenly Creatures, in Yellow Jackets now.
Yep.
Joss Whedon originally wanted her to play Willow in Buffy.
Oh, really?
I didn't know this. I didn't know they're close friends too.
Is he still canceled?
I think so. I don't know if they're still friends even. I don't know what the story there is, right. But he wanted her to play Willow, but her agent talked her out of it. And of course it became Allison Hannigan, but we probably, that would have changed the entire trajectory of her career, I think.
Of the world even.
Of the world.
Because
that's a big commitment. All those seasons of TV, we would be talking about her completely differently now, I think, if she had gotten that role, or taken that role. Then you have the detective, who you'll probably recognize from a bunch of stuff because he is a character actor.
I did not recognize.
His voice you might recognize if you don't know his face. But he was Uncle Ruckus on the Boondocks.
I did watch that.
Remember that? And he was also Bebop in the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. You're a nerd like me, and I'll watch any mutant ninja, anything you throw at me, because I'm a simpleton. Tony. This is Ruth's eccentric neighbor, Elijah Wood. He needs no more introduction than that, in my opinion. Christian, who's a thief. Devin Gray, he was in Nope, and ICU, and 13 Cents, so horror people probably recognize his face too. And then there's a few of these characters that are, beginning with that Christian thief character, who are part of that family. And I'm going to wait to talk about them because I feel like I'm inundating you with too much shit at once. So, Amy, you probably have the best handle on the story. You think?
Oh, geez.
Or maybe I remember it pretty well actually because I liked it so much.
I don't know if I liked it or not.
Yeah,
I think I did, but I'm also annoyed by it.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as Amy.
Yeah, go on.
I think it was just a little trying too hard to be quirky.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was just a little too adorable.
Yeah, it reminded me of very much of 90s indie films.
Yeah.
I think filmmaking is very cyclical. Like filmmakers are influenced by what they grew up with. So I feel this guy probably watched a lot of stuff in the 90s and influences filmmaking probably.
Yeah, I'm sure you're not wrong about that. I feel like it's a noir movie, right? Admitted, on purpose, that they label it a neo-noir movie, which is the same thing that people call The Big Lebowski, and it reminds me a whole lot of that. The concept, yeah.
Like the Coen brothers, Tarantino stuff. It's like these quirky criminals, and their weird conversations and these weird characters that with the forced politeness and decorum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I really like Melanie Linsky and Elijah Wood. So like they were the best part because they're great and everything.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know, it felt a little too forced to me, I guess.
It was stylized, which sometimes can really rankle me.
Do you think that speaks to like his inexperience because it's his first film, or do you think that because you've seen his take on Toxic Avenger, like comparing
Which
what
I
he most
enjoyed.
recently has done? Yeah, I mean, like, do you feel like you would watch both these movies and say, "Oh, those are Macon Blair movies"?
No.
Did you see the new Toxic Avenger, Andy?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys liked it, didn't you?
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
But I had that same feeling of I don't know. I feel like maybe Toxic Avenger might be more his voice, whereas I think this movie, again, I really like this movie a lot more than Amy and Andy.
And directed.
He wrote and directed this, but I also
That's
feel
entirely his voice.
that doesn't mean. But I think it's his first big thing he wrote and directed, and he's making something that's very similar to the movies he made with Jeremy Saulnier. Because this has a lot in common with Blue Ruin.
Right.
Blue Ruin's less humor.
Which I haven't seen, but I believe you.
Blue Ruin's fantastic. It's a must-watch movie. It's so good. You've seen Green Room.
I saw that at Horror Hound years and years ago.
Yeah. So, and
it was really good.
Yeah, and you can see probably. Don't you feel like this movie follows a lot of those same beats?
Well, tonally, they're totally different movies, though.
Well, yeah, this movie has more humor in it than those did. Not that those movies don't have humor; they do.
But this one does have humor, but the tonal shifts from like the humor to the more intense stuff was kind of didn't vibe with me.
Okay.
Wasn't vibing.
I think I understand
you
that.
know, and I wasn't necessarily vibing with it either.
Yeah.
But here, let's do a synopsis. And we'll talk about it. Pick it apart. Put it back together. Ruth has a bad day at work, loses a patient, comes home, finds her house burgled.
The lady's last words are pretty great.
What was it? Something about a monkey dick?
She says, I think she says, "Get your monkey dick out of my good pussy."
She's saying some horribly racist things after seeing things on the news.
Well, she also is saying something about keep it out of her pussy. Did you catch that part?
Yeah, got that part, but like,
so when the family asks,
it started off as racist.
Yeah, and
yeah, like it's the world that we're creating in this movie is that Ruth is good, everybody else sucks.
And not just she does all these little annoyances throughout her day, like the guy that's rolling coal in front of her.
Yeah.
Right.
And the guy at the grocery store that just knocks something off the shelves and doesn't pick it up.
Yeah, so you know,
it's a culmination of all these little things that are adding up to her no good, horrible, bad day.
Just having an existential crisis.
I think part of the reason that plays so strongly that way is he was trying to make a response to Falling Down, the Joel Schumacher movie with
Michael Douglas.
And that this was the modern. She was supposed to be like a more modern analog for that character where everything around her is triggering her.
Mm-hmm.
And trust me, we've all had those days where we just want to. I had one recently where I was at tire discounters and I was there for an hour and a half and they didn't service my car yet. So I stormed out and stole an umbrella and threw it in their parking lot.
Good for you. You teach them.
So this movie is very relatable, I think.
You an umbrella?
They have those courtesy umbrellas if it's raining or something, and they have a bucket of them there.
So you just threw it?
Yeah, I grabbed one out and threw it in their parking lot.
Did they see you do this?
I don't know. I was stormed out, so.
So, yeah. Maybe this is a more relatable character than you're giving her credit for.
But I let it go after that. It felt good, like that after my catharsis. Yeah. But the problem with Melanie Linsky's character is that she can't just accept her really shitty day.
Well,
she's not letting it wash over her. Instead, she's letting everything affect her.
She's given good reason.
Of course.
Because one, Did I mention Macon Blair? He was actually burgled, is why he wrote this.
Oh, really?
And the police wouldn't help him. So
I've been burgled. I did not have the police help me.
right, they can't do a lot. But also they're like, in this particular case, she left her door unlocked. They believe because there's no forced entry, and she is basically she's the being blamed as the victim, and then
Same shit happened.
and then
to me.
she is able to locate her laptop, which was one of the things stolen at one point, and they still won't work with her. So I kind of am with her on this.
I had my car broken into, and I had left my door unlocked, and basically the cop was like, "You shouldn't do that."
Mm-hmm.
To which I said, "They shouldn't be touching my stuff.
Yeah.
It's my
Nice.
stuff." Anyway, and I got.
I also
blamed.
had. I think the cop said the same thing to me when my car was broken into. Like, well, did you leave your door unlocked? I'm like, I don't know. Maybe. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Still illegal for them to reach into my car and take things. God. Anyway, I'm still not over that, and that was probably when I was like 20 years old.
Yeah, same. Like, so I get what she's feeling, but
Yeah.
and she's also depressed too. She's on medication to handle her mental illness. So I get where she's coming from, but
She's
I
just
don't
not
know if I would
coping
ever
well.
take it to the limit, to the extent that she did.
She loses her mind.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she takes a plaster cast of a footprint she finds in her like yard, because she thinks it belongs to the burglar, and it does. She takes a plaster cast, like she goes to the store and buys plaster of Paris and like figures out how to do this.
Because the cops aren't going to do anything.
She questions her neighbors. She's trying to take back control, right? Like she's trying to do what the police are not helping her do. And I get it, but you still can't go anyway.
She just wants her laptop back
She gets a signal on
and
the
her grandmother's silverware. I forgot.
yes,
Yeah.
because it antiques and all that. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So nope. I thought maybe if I just kept talking, I would remember what I
Well,
was
you
going
were-
to say.
You said that she gets a signal from her.
Oh, the laptop. Find my laptop. Find my phone. Find it. She gets a signal, and the cops don't care. So she decides to go. And who does she decide to bring with her? But one of her neighbors who she met when she was out questioning her neighbors for help. Tony,
Well,
who is played by Elijah Wood.
We kind of blown over. Their meeting was more dramatic than that. It was because Tony's dog shits in Ruth's yard,
Oh,
and
yes.
he's too distracted to pick it up, and she chucks the turd at him and hits him with it. And instead of him escalating the whole thing, he is totally open with her and really nice about it.
Well, no, he's kind of a dick about it at first.
Yeah, he's very dismissive.
Well,
And
I
then
think
later
he
she
was-
comes to his house
Yeah.
when she's walking through the neighborhood. Then he hears her story, and then now he's much more empathetic.
He apologizes to it, but think about what happened there for real and how everybody
She
else reacts to this
Chucked
person.
poop at him.
She chucked a fucking turd and hit him with it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And like he was distracted and I think a little confused as to what was going on. That character, I think that character is just the height of sweet and adorable and innocent.
No, he comes across to me as like neurodivergent.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
definitely.
So like he's kind of oblivious, but when confronted, when she comes to his house and confronts, like questions like, did you see any like, suspicious activity around the neighborhood? He comes around a little more and is a little more apologetic.
He's got a dog named Kevin, which I love when people name their animals something like mundane human names,
Yeah.
like Bob or Kevin. And then
It's
he's
real
also
cute.
got a little rat tail,
Not Kevin, but Frodo.
Tony.
Tony.
Tony the Tiger.
So, but we come to find that Tony, he's kind of intense.
Very.
He has like I don't know, delusions of grandeur maybe
His weapons.
with his weaponry and his working out.
I think his system, he's somebody who is existing in a routine. Again, this kind of speaks to the neurodivergency part of it, where you don't expect him to be like a church going character, but he goes to a church. It's big part of the character. He has these weapon practices he's doing and throwing star stuff. So, and he's cultivating, like Amy said, that rat tail, but he's also he gives her other tips about other weird niche things he does throughout the movie. And I think that's really, he plays a very similar character on Yellow Jackets, and so does Melanie Linsky. They could have been pulled out of this movie.
Yeah. He reminds me of Seth Rogen's character from that Mall Cop movie. What was that?
Observe and Report.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Kind of like a low-level taxi driver type character.
Yeah. Do you remember like the Observe and Report and Paul Blart came out pretty close together, and I was like, this is the double feature of all time.
Yeah.
2 mall cop movies in totally different tones.
Did the world need 2?
There's 3 because you got Paul Blart 2.
Even
Blart
Blartier.
Harder. Yeah, whatever it was. I think it had a cute name.
I think we've seen it.
We saw it. We liked the first one. I remember.
Did we?
Yeah, we saw it in the
I saw it in the theater.
Yeah, we were laughing our asses off. We were like, what a good time. Because it was such a goofy parody of like 80s action movies. Plus, was Anna Faris in that?
Didn't know.
Somebody was in that was really good besides. Anyways, we're not ball blarting today. We're not wanting to be in this world anymore. I don't feel at home in this world anymore. And Amy, sorry to derail your synopsis,
No, it's okay.
But she tracks down the laptop.
Yeah.
At a fence, basically.
Well, no,
right?
she tracks it to somebody who says, I bought this from a fence.
Yeah.
Basically.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
At this
I skipped this
like place where this man sells things that are of sketchy origin.
Like a pawn shop.
Yeah.
But the way they handle it is very comical. Tony has literally a mace. Those spiked balls on a stick,
like a flail.
Yeah.
Yeah. That thing is scary, and it's not like a decorative one. It looks like the real thing.
Mm-hmm.
We got spikes,
and he has ninja stars too.
And his ninja stars.
Yeah.
They bust into that place, and they're like, she just walks over and takes her fucking laptop.
Yeah.
So they figure out where they got to go next. Meanwhile, the movie kind of switches. Now we're following.
Well, you forgot to mention that Tony punches the old guy.
I was getting to that.
Oh, okay.
That was coming later.
I'm sorry. I thought that was part of this scene with the
We
laptop.
haven't gone there yet.
Oh, shit. Go on.
The movie kind of switches, and it goes to this group and we now are following the burglars. The group of burglars.
Yeah, that's that Chris I mentioned before, but then this is where the other big characters come in. Dez, who is Jane Levy from Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist.
Oh, that was Jane Levy.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't recognize her at all.
I didn't either.
Yeah, she was Don't Breathe, Evil Dead. She was on Castle Rock. She played Jackie Torrance in that, which never panned out into anything. She just turned up like once, I think. And the other guy who's with her, the older guy, Marshall, that's David Yao, who's the lead singer of the Jesus Lizard. You guys know this band?
I've heard of them.
Yeah, they're big, fairly big band. Anyways, they're pretty good. You should listen to them. But he was also in Under the Silver Lake and that new Toxic Avenger movie we watched. He was in that. And he was in Southbound. It's a pretty good horror movie, but he's a pretty good like character actor. He plays slime balls beautifully. It's like, mwah.
We're introduced to Chris, who is the younger of the males that are part of the burglary group. Is that what they call themselves?
Burglars?
A little gang.
Wet bandits?
The bandits. We meet him as he's upper decking a
rich
toilet.
Person's toilet.
A rich person's toilet, which haven't we all wanted to?
I love
just
that
a
moment.
little upper deck a rich person.
I don't know. I feel I would break my neck trying to do it.
I would fall. I would break the fucking toilet.
And he was throwing an umbrella instead.
Yeah. But here's like the thing, like the upper deckering. That's how we introduce his character. The quirkiness and the forced hijinks. This is the part that didn't really land with me.
I thought it was kind of funny. It didn't
I
bother
know.
me.
Yeah, it was fine.
That didn't
but like,
get me.
The upper decker didn't land with you.
Yeah.
The upper decker made me laugh because upper deckers are funny.
You also don't know that's what he's doing at first because they shoot him from a low angle and you just think he's on a toilet, and then they reveal it.
You truly was on a toilet,
and that is
all the way on.
That's where that Larkin Seipel comes in and makes his money as the photographer there. That's why you hire a guy like that, is to get the upper decker as a surprise and not just as something you see happen. Art.
That's great.
Craft.
Now the movie's going to switch back every so often between Ruth and Tony and what they're doing, and then our burglars.
You know,
That's a hard word to say.
the burglars seem to be they're inept because they don't have their own guns. They can't afford good guns, and they're just getting them because they're planning some mysterious heist, right?
They have to go buy a gun from Derek Mears, who played
Yeah.
Jason Voorhees.
Yep. The Friday the 13th. Derek Mears has a lot of fun shit in his history too. He was in MacGruber, remember?
Yeah.
MacGruber, what a masterpiece of film. I love that movie.
So our bad guys are doing bad guy stuff.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Ruth and Tony are going to get her laptop from the fence or whatever junk shop it's ended up in. Not her laptop, but the silver. They think they can find the rest of the stuff that was stolen from her, the same place the laptop was found. So they go there. She finds her grandmother's silver, and she just decides to steal it.
Yeah. I mean,
and as she's running out, the old man that owns the joint is running after her.
that's the guy.
And he like touches her or something, and like she moves in such a way that she knocks him out almost with the box of silver.
He accosts her and breaks her finger.
Yeah. And then Tony runs up and punches him in the head.
Right. Punches him square in the head.
He
But
totally,
before that, she accidentally hits him on the head with the silver, the box that has the silver in it, and kind of cuts his head. And that's when Tony comes up and just clocks him.
So it's like, kind of foreshadowing
now
too.
The stakes are getting higher.
Yeah.
Now the stakes start to ramp up. And the movie gets, the more and more it goes on, the further it goes.
But,
what was I saying?
At the fence, she realizes that she recognizes the burglar's shoes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. She sees Chris
and
there.
she puts two and two together that, wait, that's the dude. Which it was a spectacular coincidence that they happen to be there at the exact same time.
Right.
Yeah. And there's something about the van too, that it's
Elijah Wood gets the...
it's Elijah Wood who gets that info, right?
He gets the license plate.
Yeah, that's right. He writes down the license plate at this point. Right?
Why did I write down rinse the dentures off with Faygo?
Because we were like, I hope they turn out to be juggalos in the end, the thieves.
Is it the dentures that got knocked out by Derek Mears?
Yes. Yeah. And they rinse them off with a bottle of Faygo.
Yeah. He pops them back in. And they taste like grape now.
Ew.
Yeah. Faygo. Economical.
So they get the license plate, and somehow, can you do this for real? I thought you had to like have access to a law enforcement database, but apparently if you have a license plate number, you could reverse search it back to somebody.
I didn't bother looking up whether that was real
registered
or not.
to.
We'll presume it's not real.
I guess you could do anything on the internet.
And in the movies too.
And in the movies.
If it moves the plot forward, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
So they are going to go to the address that the car is registered to. When they get there, it's a friggin' mansion. They're like, something's up. They go in anyway, and they pretend to be cops.
Oh, and they meet one of the coolest characters in the movie, Meredith, who has had it.
Meredith's stepmom, Chris's stepmom. So we find out that the car is registered to Dad. Dad is Chris Sr. Then there's Chris Jr., who's the burglar.
The stepmom, Christine Woods, who was in Flash Forward, Hello Ladies, and Perfect Couples. She's real funny. But she's a character actor who's in a lot of stuff too.
Yeah. And when Freddy says she's had it, he means it. She is just not, she doesn't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah.
She's fresh out of fucks.
And she's kind of having fun, I think.
She knows they're not really cops.
Yeah.
But she plays along because why not?
Yeah, she comes across as this very neglected, bored housewife that drinks all day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Classic
And she's
character.
like humoring these guys like Melanie Linsky and Elijah Wood that come to her house.
Because they're
Because
using a toy badge too.
she's kind of also like kind of sticking it to her husband too by letting these people in.
You can, yeah, she hates. I think she hates both her husband and her stepson deeply.
So they have to leave because the husband figures out that they're not who they say they are.
And he's got a bodyguard, which they never get back into, but it makes him feel way more dangerous.
Yeah, like there's something going on there.
Yeah, the bodyguard sorry, not the bodyguard, but Chris Sr. That dude is a Mike Flanagan regular.
He's very
thought he was
familiar.
familiar. Yeah, he's always in his stuff. Robert Longstreet. Yeah, I think he's been in pretty much almost everything that Flanagan's done. He's good. He's got a gravelly voice.
Good. So they run out of there. She steals the tiger, right? Is it tiger?
Yeah, the lawn. Oh, the
lawn
lawn
tiger.
ornaments.
She steals it on the way out, which becomes a point of contention between her and Tony. Because like she's going too far now.
He's like, that's theft, basically.
And so
he has rules.
There's a little bit of tension growing between them because of how far she's willing to go. Then we see that as they are leaving the big mansion, the burglars are there too, and they see them leaving and they're like, who the fuck are these people? What are they up to? Because he's like, I saw her before.
Yeah.
Now I'm seeing her here. So he follows her back to her house. Chris does. And she, what she thinks is self-defense, like she's trying to defend herself from somebody she thinks is going to hurt her. She nails him in the throat with that plaster cast. That I felt.
He couldn't breathe. Like when you crush someone's larynx and they can't get any air down. Yeah, it was
a rough, intense scene.
Didn't last too long though.
No, because then he just gets hit by a bus.
Yeah.
And it just gets killed that way.
That's a pro tip. If your larynx is ever crushed and you want the pain to end, just step in front of a city bus.
That's poor medical advice, Freddy.
Yeah, I don't actually endorse that. The views of me don't reflect the views of them.
Yeah. And what are the odds that you're going to find a bus that's just out there where you are at?
Yeah, he stumbled into a Final Destination movie there at the end.
It's very funny, actually.
So
it was intense and then it was funny.
It was fun. In this movie, I really think this movie is really funny, honestly. I think it works. Again, I know I'm the minority here, but I really enjoyed the fuck out of it. I laughed a lot.
And so this is this movie's internal logic. The burglars are like, okay, well, you killed our guy that was going to help us rob places. So now we're going to kidnap you, Ruth, and you're going to be our third now. Which is like, what?
Like Patty Hearst.
I guess. But like, it's not real life. It's cutesy.
Yeah, but she doesn't hold up her end of the bargain really there. Nor should she. She sells him out, says, I'm a hostage.
And they're going to go rob Chris's parents.
Yeah.
Basically Meredith and Chris Sr. And they make her be the third. They give her a gun.
And they should, earlier when they had gotten those guns from Derek Mears, he asked, the older guy, Marshall, asked, did you get this from a shipwreck? It's rusted. It's like a breakaway sawed-off shotgun. Yeah, and it's rusted shut. Yeah. So, like, that's good foreshadowing. Chekhov's rusty gun.
Oh, yeah. I guess it does come up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So then we have the confrontation at the mansion as they're going to rob them. Guns ablazing. People get hurt. People get killed. There's lots of projectile vomiting from Ruth.
It's a comedy of errors the way it unfolds.
Exactly.
Nobody wants to kill anybody.
Yeah, but that's what kind of makes these the remaining burglars so scary, because they're so inept and they're so unpredictable.
Yeah. Dez, the Jane Levy's character, I think was the most dangerous one of the three.
Yeah, she came across as almost like she was in a cult or something. It gave me like Manson family vibes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like you feel like Marshall and Chris Jr. are just maybe looking to make a buck, but that that Des is like kind of like Quentin Tarantino's character in From Dusk Till Dawn, that maybe she enjoys it when the shit starts to go off the rails a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. They also remind me of Amanda Plummer and Tim Roth from Pulp Fiction.
Yeah. Like you said,
That's why
influences.
That's why I said like there's all these influences from like 90s movies.
Yeah, they're there. But you seem to, that always seems to rub you the wrong way, any kind of hint of nostalgia like that. But for me, I'm just like, yes, please, more.
Freddy subsists on nostalgia.
I do. It's not healthy.
In his media diet.
It's not healthy, but it's what I like.
But it's what I like. So what are you gonna do? Yeah. As everything's happening, this comedy of errors where people are getting maimed, including Jane Levy, she goes to shoot the gun, but it explodes instead and like takes her hand.
That girl in her hand, she has no luck.
Yeah.
Remember she had to cut one off in Evil Dead.
Huh.
Just fucking her hands up left and right.
She's been typecast. Yeah. That's the handless girl.
Elijah Wood comes busting in with a ninja star to the face.
That was great. I love that moment. You don't see him come in until the star has landed in her face. That's his big reveal, much like the Upper Decker.
He doesn't ninja star Ruth.
No.
He ninja stars Des.
Who was about to kill Ruth, right?
I think
he
so.
saves her life.
Yeah.
I felt that way in that
He's got
moment.
the ninja star. He's got the lawn tiger she stole. I guess he was bringing it back.
See, sweet little dude.
Yeah. Because it really bothered him that she stole that.
He had to set it right. And he almost paid with his life.
Oh, yeah. At this point, he gets stabbed.
Des stabs him like prison style. Like
shift.
Yeah. And you're like, he's dead. He's got to be dead.
They go running off, Ruth into the woods to run away from Marshall. No.
Well, Marshall, he's the one who's still alive. The guy from Jesus Lizard.
So she's off in the woods. She buries like Elijah Wood under some stuff. He's still alive, but barely. And she buries him under, and so that she can lead Marshall off and keep him safe. And there's a lot of running through the forest. And then, how does she kill him? I forget. Or how does he die?
He ends up on the shoreline, and she has got, at one point, she has Tony's, he's in rough shape. She has him in the boat, but she hides him in the woods.
Right, I just said that.
Yeah, you got that part. And she had escaped on the boat. He follows her in the motorboat.
Yeah.
And now I'm trying to remember.
Do you remember how he dies?
She throws rocks at him
snakes
and like kind of knocks him out. But then he falls into this pond, this little thing of water that has a snake in it.
Yeah.
And he gets bit by a snake.
Yeah. She remember, because she fell in the same bog.
Yeah.
And she stands still and the snake goes around her. But when he goes in, he struggles, so it draws the attention of it. And it bites him right in the face. And then does it kill him though? Because he comes out with that snake hanging off of his face. I can't even remember.
I don't know. I think we assume that he didn't make it.
Yeah.
Well, even if he didn't die, like we see the cops at the end, so he's not gonna like get away or anything.
Right.
Yeah, I'm trying to
you think
remember.
Tony dies? I mean, at least I thought he
Yeah, they let
dies
you believe it for a while.
While she's, trying to save his life. But then, the movie is like, next scene, everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Tony's alive. Ruth has no consequences for anything that happened. Meredith didn't drop the dime on her, so nobody knows she was part of the robbery. But how do you explain?
Well, I think because she's talking to the cop at the end that was on her case. So I think they've probably figured out that she was, a hostage situation, and that she wasn't like culpable of what had happened.
Yeah, there's absolutely no consequence.
There's a little supernatural moment too there near the end where her grandma shows up.
Oh, to point to where Tony is because she can't find him.
Yeah. That's just like a brief moment. And then you think you're getting another one at the end with Tony grilling out where you think he's in heaven though, because they shoot him low. Again, like the fucking Upper Decker, craft and art. It's just like the Upper Decker moment. It mirrors just that. But it's Elijah Wood's angelic face with a halo from the sun behind him. and it's something that a lot of times a cynic watching this would be, of course it's the wheeled out on the gurney at the end of the movie all over again. It's Yoda's Force Ghost. It's all those things, but it takes balls to do something so sweet and sentimental and be like, I'm going to give the audience what they want in this moment. And that's that Tony is still alive.
Yeah.
And that they're living a pretty fun, nice life in their neighborhood, grilling out together. Satisfying.
I think Ruth might be a little crazy now.
Well, she was off her meds the whole time. It's the one thing they never found. They found the silverware in the laptop, but the meds just never talked about again.
She needs her Lexapro.
So let me tell you, if I didn't have my meds and someone stole something from me during that period and part of it was my meds, dude, I'd be doing a lot of the same shit Ruth does in this. I guarantee you that. You know this.
I know this. All right.
So it's a 2 thumb or 1 thumb up for me. I have 2 thumbs. I'm going to give it both of mine.
I'm going to give it 1 thumb up and 1 thumb down.
Yeah. I'm going to do the Kelley and do ambivalent.
Thumbs ambivalent.
Thumbs ambivalent. Yeah. I don't know. It's like I said, with all the quirkiness and the forced stuff, like the chase at the end, I felt was very unnecessary.
The chase through the woods?
Through the woods.
Yeah.
I felt that was a little too, I don't know.
Rambo.
Forced. Yeah. Maybe something like that.
I don't know. I think it needed a climax like that. I don't feel like it was enough to just have it tie up with all the deaths at the house or the mishap of all that, and then just have the movie end there wouldn't have been enough for me.
It's just too much quirkiness for me and anachronistic stuff.
Yeah, I think that's all we have to say, I guess, about the movie. Thanks, Paul.
Oh, but question. Hypothetically, your phone or laptop is snatched from you and you do the find my laptop or find my phone thing and the police aren't helping you. Would you be so bold as to actually go to the place where your item is?
No, I don't think I would. I might think about driving by it.
If it's somebody's home?
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm assuming it would be in a home if somebody stole it.
Very different if it's a home or if it's a business it turns up at.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That would be the determining factor.
Who here would come with me if I wanted to go?
I'd come with you in the daytime.
In the daytime? Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing good happens at night. Really.
Freddie, you're my husband, so you have to go no matter what. Sorry.
This is true. I try to
It's in
talk
your
you out of
vows.
it, I think.
Yeah. Like, I get her the impulse to actually like confront these people like she did. But I don't think I would ever have the balls to go knock on somebody's door and say, "Give me my laptop."
Yeah. It's pretty bold. Although I did have my phone stolen once at the YMCA, and then
but you got it back.
I got it back from the parent of the person who stole it.
Oh.
See, it works out sometimes.
They contacted us.
Yeah. But is the lesson is that in this movie that you just got to accept the world is shitty sometimes?
Do you think there's a lesson in this movie? I don't think he was going for that.
I mean, I think it was saying, the world isn't going to do for you. You have to do for yourself. In a way.
I think it was just a fun reason to have her out and about doing crazy shit for entertainment. I mean, like, because
every story has a theme.
Well, no, yeah, the theme is helplessness and self-reliance, right? I guess. Would that be the theme?
Sure.
That she pulled herself up in the situation, or is it the theme that she fell apart? Because you could see it both ways, right? She went on a rampage, essentially. You could see that as like a loss for that character. You could, because of the implications of that.
Not the implications.
Or you could look at it as a win, where like, when people watch Death Wish, they come away one of two ways from that movie too, where they're like either, yeah, you did it, or oh my God, vigilantism is scary.
Yeah.
One or the other,
But like her vigilantism worked out in the end, and sometimes that's very rare, I think.
Oh, in real life?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's one of the most dangerous things you can do, but also like the alternative is I would have felt differently had she been a character who had like a family surrounding her that she was responsible for, but she was just kind of a loner to begin with. So it's not like she was hurting anybody else really.
Oh, so people that don't have families are suddenly not that big of a deal.
As someone who doesn't have a family,
I'm
only really beholden to you. Like,
he's pointing at me.
I have no generational responsibilities before or after, right?
We have no children, and both of your parents are
right.
deceased.
We're responsible to your mom, right?
Yeah.
Take care of your mom. But like this character, there's no reason she shouldn't do these things if that's what this character wants. You know what I mean?
True.
Morally,
she's been
ethically,
just
it's
pushed to
different.
the edge, and everybody has their breaking point, I guess.
Yeah. Like if you want something that's a more complicated version of this type of story that's more emotionally deep, you want to see that movie Sharp Corner. Very similar kind of theme, but taken very seriously. Like the comic relief in it is only in that it is so extreme. You know what I mean? So like watch that. If you liked this movie, you saw this movie and you thought it was too silly and quirky and you want something with more meat on its bones, that has a lot of the same themes.
All right. Anything else to say about I don't feel at home in this world anymore?
No, ma'am, not me.
No.
You, Andy?
No, but thank you for the pick, Paul.
Yeah.
Paul's
yeah. Sweet kid. All right, let's move on.
Mm-hmm.
And talk about what we've been watching lately. Other stuff we got going on. Promise I won't talk about the Housewives. Freddie Morris.
I watched Rats ! On Tubi. Rats is just something that you're gonna love or hate, much like Ebony and Ivory or Tim and Eric, or The Chair Company. It's absurdist comedy. It's extreme. It's gross. It doesn't make sense sometimes, but it's like an hour and 25 minutes, and I laughed a lot. In the right audience, I think we'll laugh a lot at this, and then other people will be horrified. It's like when you watch a trauma movie. It's like a trauma movie, very much like a trauma movie.
Right.
There's like a shot of a character taking a shit from the point of view of the toilet.
So we see shit hit the screen.
So you see like the butthole, which they did in Poltergeist too.
Is it a real butthole?
No, I don't think so. I think it's like a puppet.
Okay.
But they
Well, before you go on, what's this thing about, though?
Okay, this basic story is you have this kind of slackery kid, and I think it's supposed to be 2007 or something when it takes place. And he tags a phone booth, and this cop who sees him do it basically decides to ruin his life because she is so mad about him doing it, and she has a vendetta against him and now thinks that he's going to be this horrible criminal character. So he goes into community service, and while he's doing that, he meets this girl, and they have a little bit of a budding romance. But in the meantime, this lady cop, who's very much like a character out of Bad Lieutenant. Like, have you ever seen the movie Bad Lieutenant with Harvey Keitel?
No.
She is a real dirtbag, loose cannon character, but way beyond anything realistic. It's very trauma over the top style performance, but it's good. Like she's way broad, but she's also really like making something happen. It's hard to describe if you are
there any rats in it?
No, I think it's called Rats in the sense of ratting somebody out.
Like snitching.
Yeah, because he goes to live with his cousin who she is convinced is this drug kingpin, and part of it's that. But a lot of the movie is weird characters played by unconventional looking actors and that sort of thing. So if you're not into that, if that turns you off, I would say avoid Rats! But if you like that sort of thing, I think this one is definitely worthwhile and something that would be worth, having some popcorn and watching with some goofy friends, maybe smoking a bowl or two to prime yourself, because you might need it for this one.
Mm-hmm.
But I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, just the way you describe it sounds like something from like those obsessive characters you see on I Think You Should Leave.
Yeah, it's very similar, except this one is even more grimy than like either like I Think You Should Leave or The Chair Company. It has more moments of actual like kind of gross moments in it, but But it's funny. I don't know, Andy. I really would be curious to hear what you think of it.
Yeah.
Because it is so kind of in the middle of taste. You know what I mean? Like it could go one way or the other.
When was this made?
It's new.
It's new? Okay.
Yeah. It was, I think our friend Randy Katzen originally recommended it to me. So like, Randy, thank you. I think it was you. It came out, let's see, Rats came out last year, 2024. So not quite as new.
Still pretty new.
But unrated. The actor I'm talking about, Danielle Evan Ploger, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, played Officer Williams in it, and she's unhinged. It's so fun to watch her just play this really fucking psychotic character. Like Dennis Hopper kind of stuff. Plus the lead's good. He's charming. He does a good job of making the movie watchable. You know what I mean? Because him and his girlfriend are kind of cute. And they're nice to each other. And so you get those moments to come up for air from all the disgusting shit that's going on around you. But it's a good time. Funny roommate character. If you like The Chair Company, I do think you'll probably like this.
Freddie's just comparing everything to The Chair Company because he's just watched it.
I just watched that, and it's the closest thing in themes and vibe to Rats that I've seen recently. Otherwise, it would be stuff like Gummo or Napoleon Dynamite. But more avant-garde than either one of those. Not Gummo. Not more avant-garde
like if
than
Napoleon
that.
Dynamite and Class of Nukem High.
Yes, there you go.
Had a baby.
Yeah, that would be a good description of the vibe.
There you go. All right, then. Governor. Thanks for telling us that, Freddy.
You're welcome. Are you trying to stall for something?
I don't know. I just felt like doing an accent. Thought I'd try it out on you guys. Jeez, can't even just try an accent randomly with your friends.
You confused me.
I know it's confusing to be me. My turn. I won't tell you, Andy, that I've been watching the new Taylor Swift documentary on Disney Plus. I won't tell you that because I know that you would hate me for it.
You can watch it with I don't judge people on what they watch unless it's the Kardashians.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
What about Love Island, Andy?
Yeah, that's fine. But like Kardashians and like Rogan stuff or like Jake Paul stuff.
Yeah. I judge people for stuff too, so it's okay. But yeah, I have been watching The End of an Era, and it's actually really interesting. I'm a minor key Swiftie. So I'm like somewhat glazed over for some of it, but then the other parts of it, I find all the planning that goes into it really interesting. But anyway,
to be in the room where you're watching those moments, it actually gives me a little tinge of anxiety to watch the amount of work that went into their tour. I'm like, holy fuck, that's an intense operation that they were running. I had no idea how big that was.
Yeah,
that's insane. Like all the scaffolding shit they had to build and all the people involved. It's like making a movie or something.
Yeah. Taking it apart and putting it together again.
And moving it. Yeah.
But that's not what I wanted to talk about. What I wanted to talk about was a movie I watched on Christmas Day that Freddy wanted to watch. This was all Freddy's idea. The Shop Around the Corner.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because I was looking for a Christmas movie I'd never seen that was supposed to be good.
The Shop Around the Corner is adorable.
Yeah, I was really pleasantly
from 1940.
Surprised.
Jimmy Stewart.
Black and white?
Yep.
Yeah.
Black and white. It's about this leather goods store and the people that work there, basically. It's a little slice of life. Budapest.
Budapest.
I thought when they were at the beginning, like it's Budapest, I thought there was going to be more
flavor,
like, cultural differences but it really felt like it could have been set anywhere.
Yeah. And it was originally a play, and you can tell very much a play setup, but it's about Jimmy Stewart, who has worked at this store forever, and then this new girl that just starts working there, and they are like butting heads at first, but don't you worry, because they'll fall in love.
Pina Colada song style.
Yeah. There's like, I'm writing
They're both cheating on each other?
No. They're both writing to an anonymous pen pal that they've never met, but they have fallen in love with. And they don't know that it's each other.
but they hate each other in real
Right.
life. They don't get along at
Right.
all. So it's a lot of them
I am
arguing.
spoiling the movie, but it did come out 85 years ago.
And you can sense it in the beginning what's happening. You don't even need to be told, I don't think, because we're conditioned. And what didn't you read when we were done with it that it was like You Got Mail was considered like a remake of this?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Or some inspired by whatever. I just thought it was so sweet and just really gentle. A nice gentle Christmas movie that doesn't require you to feel sad, doesn't require you to worry about Kevin. It doesn't require anything of you other than for you to just kind of melt into the story.
Yeah. And everyone's kind of broke too, which is kind of, it's refreshing that everyone is struggling in the story. So it's kind of, I don't know if it's not anti-commercial in any way at all, or anti-capitalism or anything like that, but everybody is poor except for the owners of the shop.
Yeah.
The Wizard of Oz.
And there's this really interesting storyline. One of the like B storylines or whatever is that the owner of the store finds out his wife is like cheating on him. And it's not played for laughs. Like he's legitimately upset about it and like devastated and even ends up in the hospital because his nerves are shot and like he can't handle that his wife. And it would normally in lots of movies be played for a joke.
It was real sad, but it also was a very important plot point because, again, a small spoiler because again, it's a movie that's worth watching even if you know everything that's going to happen. It's really good, but like he's been giving Jimmy Stewart's character his right hand man kind of the cold shoulder for a while because he thinks he's the one that the wife is cheating with. So that's kind of like explains why their relationship. It's the thing that triggers the change because otherwise he's almost like a son to him. It's the guy who played the Wizard of Oz in the original Wizard of Oz who plays the shop owner. He's really great.
Yeah. It's just so sweet. And it culminates on Christmas.
Does it just take place during Christmas? Is that why it's a Christmas movie?
It leads up to it.
It
ends at Christmas, I think.
And
right?
really, like, there's like 2 or 3 sets. Really, there's the store, like a cafe, and I forget where else. But like only like a little, and it's all mostly takes place in this store. There's something was so cozy about it, but I didn't even fall asleep. Normally, if it gets too cozy, I'm out like a light. I stayed awake.
Yeah, it was really good. I
highly recommend it.
I feel like the director did something else.
I'm sure he did.
We all know.
He did. Sure did.
Well, while Freddy's searching,
Heaven can wait.
I can talk about what I watched. I watched the new Avatar movie, Fire and Ash.
Oh yeah, did you watch the one before it?
No, that's the problem. I was really lost.
Yeah,
context clues filled me in, but it's all these characters I don't recognize because I didn't watch the second one.
You just decided to give it a
who's
shot.
this human character that's their child now?
I couldn't finish the second one.
And I was like, wait a minute, how come the general is their avatar now?
Is that the blonde guy from the first movie?
Yeah, the evil general that tries to take over Pandora.
Yeah. I didn't know he was still alive.
Yeah. Because I joined the movie club for our local theater.
Yes.
You get to watch like 2 movies a month for like a flat fee or something. And when you now I have to plan my movies out to see what I'm going to watch. And nothing else really out in theaters right now I wanted to see. And I was like, I'll see what Avatar What the Big Deal is about. So even though I didn't see the second one, I just wanted to see it for the spectacle. And the spectacle was amazing. If that's enough for you, then it's I recommend. But 3 hours and 17 minutes.
3 hours and 17 minutes?
That's not including all the goddamn previews.
What?
So this is like almost a 4-hour venture for you between like travel and getting to movie theater on time and watching previews.
Make a day of it.
Who do
so
you
it's
think
asking
you
a
are?
lot of you.
Yeah.
But It's the exact same movie as the first one.
Oh, really? Yeah. So
This-
just longer.
yeah, it's the same exact beats. The invaders are about to take over something, and Jake needs to rally all the clans at the last minute to fight the colonizers, and the colonizers get the upper hand, and then AWOL comes in and saves the day.
Mm.
So it's not a spoiler to say that, because you're not really watching Avatar for the stories, you're watching for the effects.
Yeah, I tried that with the second one, and I wasn't even enough. Like, I was like, oh, this would be kind of just good to zone out to. And like, there was a moment where I just, little things about it started bothering me. Like, I'm like, oh, I can get, that's no big deal. You know how forgiving I am for movies. And like, I got to a point I just shut it off.
I think it helps to see it on the big screen, because, like I said, it's spectacular looking. It's kind of mind blowing how good the effects
Is
are.
it 3D?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I saw the big IMAX screen too, so I think that definitely helps. But at some point, I just got exhausted.
Yeah. It's asking a lot.
Even the movie moves at a breakneck pace, and it just kind of like sensory overload. So the spectacle is nice, but it's just too much spectacle, if that's such a thing.
Yeah. So you've been doing this movie program through pretty much the whole year, right?
Just the last couple months.
Oh, has it only been the last couple? It feels longer.
Yeah.
No,
I was doing Movie Pass before, but that wasn't. You kind of like lost money at the end, but the one through Showcasing was.
Yeah.
It's very more economical.
So, I guess the reason I'm asking is like you've seen more new movies this year than any of the three of us. Was there like something now that you're at the end of the year where you're like, no, this movie was I know Sinners is probably up there, right?
Yeah, I saw that 5 times, so it's probably.
Yeah. Is that the one?
Yeah.
I'd say.
Is there what's an honorable mention or a runner up to Sinners that you would actually recommend?
Oh, in terms of like, I remember I had a really, really good time at Weapons.
Weapons, yeah.
Great.
I was just curious, just to calibrate for anybody who's a new listener that doesn't know what our tastes are when they're like, I can't believe Andy shit on Avatar or whatever. You know what I mean?
I don't think that's a controversial opinion.
No. This one does seem to be getting a lot more positive reviews than the second one did.
Yeah, I will say the new character, her name is Varang. You might have seen her from the trailers or previews. She's kind of like the anti-Neytiri. She's like the leader of an evil clan, and she's out for blood and destruction. She is very good, and if they just focused on one villain instead of 2,
oh yeah,
it would just make the story more streamlined and more original. And Edie Falco pops up in this as a as the I guess the new army general. Maybe she was in the second one, I don't know, but she's just not believable as a villain.
Yeah, that's an odd choice of casting for a military character, right? You said she's like an evil general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's basically the Stephen Lang character from the first one.
Yeah. Is she bulked up for it?
No, she's just regular Edie Falco.
Just regular Edie Falco. She didn't go the Linda Hamilton route.
Yeah. But this movie is weirdly sexual.
Really?
Well, the first one was kind of sexual with the fucking tails and shit.
Yeah, but this one, now that Stephen Lang, he's an Avatar, and he hooks up with the Varang character, and there's a post-coital scene of them like cuddling together.
Oh, really?
And they just have this weird flirtation that's very like S&M-ish a little bit.
So do they do it in trees and stuff like squirrels? Mm-hmm. Or do they do it on beds like people?
No, they don't show it, but there's like.
But when they're curled up, when they're doing their little
implied stuff,
their afterglow moment that you just described, are they in a bed or are they?
No,
in a tree?
They're in a tent.
Yeah. Okay. So in the middle.
They're not in a tree.
You know, because I feel like in the first Avatar, everything was very much like part of nature. It was more like Ewoks. Mm-hmm. You know.
I have no desire to see this movie.
Yeah, I get it. I only watched it because like there's nothing, like I said, there's nothing really out there out that I would want to
Right.
see.
Yeah. I mean, if I would have been this, I would have done the same thing, Andy. And I would give any movie a shot. Why not?
Yeah, I don't regret seeing it, but it just really tested my patience at 4 hours total.
Yeah, that's insane.
I wouldn't buy a ticket for it, but if I had your situation where it's like use it or lose it, I feel like you could do worse than Avatar.
Yeah, and did you know that IMAX 3D movies are $18 now?
What?
That's ridiculous.
I don't go to the movies very much anymore. I go to the movies in my mind, on my couch.
Ooh.
I find old shit, and I act like it's new shit.
Well, you watch Rats. That's new.
Rats is new. I make myself watch some new stuff just so I don't want to exist in a nostalgic bubble.
You could.
And it would be easy for me to do that.
Yeah.
So I make myself, because there's no one else to make me watch certain things. I'll be like, Freddy, you got to watch something real today. Just to inform you talk about movies a lot. You got to at least know kind of what's going on now, right? Maybe.
Right.
I don't know. Does it matter to you as a listener? I don't know if anybody cares whether you have a modern film vocabulary or not, or if they just want to hear you talk about like genre and niche and weird movies. It doesn't matter that you can relate them to new mainstream stuff or not. There's too much shit out there.
Too much shit.
Yeah.
All right. At the end of every show, we say hi to our Beelzebubs. Patreon.com/NOTLP. First Beelzebub. Matt. Pleasure having lunch with you the other day, sir.
Great. Thanks again, Tony.
Branan and Emily. Pleasure being on your podcast, Emily. Dr. Brian. Old Dirty Bill Stirred. Bill Fahrner. Blayne Yogurt. Jordache Jeans. Monica. Ernest. Dave. And Shayna Bobena.
Thank you, everybody.
Those are all the
And thank you
people that
for
are awesome.
the last show of the year.
Yeah.
So thank you for sticking around with us for another year. And everybody have a happy new year.
Indeed. What a sweet message.
Thanks, guys.
God bless us,
bye.
everyone.
Frankenstein was wondering if he should go to bed.